But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Samantha and we would love to have you in the fam, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. So my channel is all about music related things, or like makeup related things. Mainly we've been focusing on music for the last couple months. So today is going to be all about my favorite Queen songs. It's going to be my top 10 when it comes to my favorite Queen songs, and it's kind of like all over the place, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about how I started loving Queen and how I found out about Queen. But with that being said, you guys, let's jump right on in. So, all the way back in 2016, I started really getting into The Outsiders. So, believe it or not, The Outsiders started my 80s phase, basically, with like Tommy and Ralph Macchio and Matt Dillon, everything like that. And I was super into the 80s, discovering more about the 80s music and 80s movies and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, I need a band that's considerably 80s to love to go along with my love for the 80s. So it sounds kind of crazy that that's kind of like how I started loving Queen. I remember going on Spotify and just kind of like scrolling through things, and I ended up really loving the Freddie Mercury vibes and the Queen songs, and so that's how I kind of got into Queen. And of course, ever since then, I've been really listening to Queen, and of course, my 80s phase has never left. I mean, peep Def Leppard on the wall. But yeah, my 80s phase has been here to stay for the last almost decade. Kind of crazy to me that I've been loving like 80s music for almost 10 years now. Life is going by super quick. So with that being said, guys, we're going to jump right on into my top 10 Queen songs. So the first one on this list is called Somebody to Love. Now, I feel like this is not a surprise for anyone who really knows me. I've always loved the song Somebody to Love. I also love George Michael's version that did it for honor of Queen / Freddie Mercury. Somebody to Love is just one of those songs that typically it straight goes to your heart. You just love the idea of having somebody to love, and sometimes it's kind of complicated to find that one person that you can love for the rest of your life, or potentially just like involve yourself in. And you know, sometimes you're just like, can somebody find me somebody to love, and not have to really do the work yourself. Number 2, Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy. Now, this one I really love for the way the music is put together. The lyrics are super cool as well. However, I just really love the vibe of the sound of the entirety of the song. I feel like it's super different. Of course, like the Queen sounds from like the 70s to 80s are totally different. Freddie Mercury definitely found himself as he continues to move on in his music, and he never failed to put out an amazing record. So yeah, Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy is just like about a boy who's really in love with somebody and wants to show them that they love that person a lot, and you know, just trying to show them that love is a thing that can happen in the world, and it can be completely successful in the way you love somebody. Number 3, Save Me. So basically needing someone to save that person and help that person get through a tough time, potentially help them walk through life. Because of course, as we all know, life can be really complicated. Some people struggle more than others, but again, no one can really compare their struggles to another because we're all different. But again, having somebody in your life who is ready to step in, help you understand the way of life, I think is really an important part of going through life. Because again, as a person, you don't have to go through everything alone, even though sometimes it does feel like you are kind of on your own and there's no one really there. But you'll always have somebody to quote-unquote save you and, you know, love you for who you are. Number 4, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. This one has always been in my top favorites. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. The way the guitar sounds, the video for it, I just absolutely love it. This era of Freddie Mercury is definitely one of the more defining eras of Freddie Mercury. It definitely started to help show like what he was like as a person, and you know, putting more of his passion and everything into his music. Next up is number 5, Don't Stop Me Now. This one reminds me of 2023 for me personally, just because that song was everything to me in 2023. Again, I feel like this is something that a lot of people talk about, is Don't Stop Me Now. I feel like it's super cool to have a song about like Don't Stop Me Now, because like of course you are going through life and, you know, living it to the fullest, and you really don't want anyone to stop you from doing what you really love, because again, it's your life. You can figure out how you want to live it. Okay, the next one on this list is number 6, which is I Want to Break Free. This one always makes me remember the commercial. I don't remember what it's for, whether it's a cruise company, a hotel, a car company. But I swear every single time I hear it on the TV, it ends up getting stuck and like lodged inside of my brain, and I never can get it out. It'll literally stay there for a day, a week, a month, years, that's how songs typically go. I want to break free. It's basically breaking free of, the chains you feel stuck in. But remember, you are the one who changes your life. You are the one that gets to decide where your life goes. So if you kind of feel stuck in a situation, you can always help yourself get out or ask help from someone else to help you get where you want to go in life. Next up is Love of My Life. I love this one. It's a sad love song. Of course, as you love someone, of course, sometimes you have to let them go because it doesn't turn out you two are meant to be together for the rest of your life. And, that's okay that you or the other person has to walk away from the situation. You get to decide where your life goes, again, with the love of your life. And, whether someone could be the love of your life and it's not the person you end up with, that's okay. Hammer to Fall is number 8. Hammer to Fall, I feel like, is one of those songs you have not really dived into Queen's music. This would be a good one to kind of get the feel of how all the guys in Queen work together to craft music and stuff, because, again, it's super different from a lot of their other songs, and it's just a really good Queen-defining song. Number 9 is Radio Gaga. Radio blah blah. Sorry. I love the Live Aid concert of the Freddie Mercury and Queen stuff. I really suggest you watch Queen Live Aid. If you have not, I feel like a good chunk of people probably have, but if you haven't, that would be something really good to look into watching. But with Radio Gaga, just another really amazing song. And number 10 is another one, Bites the Dust. Ow. This one is, again, a song that probably pretty much every single soul knows. If you know Queen or you know, 80s music, rock music, stuff like that, it's always played on the radio. It's always played on, TV, radio stations, the radio itself. This is one of the 80s defining songs, and it really did change the way the music came from Queen. From the 70s to the 80s, again, people didn't even know that Another One Bites the Dust was literally by Queen. It's something I read in a book. I do think it's insane to think, how much a person's music or a group's music can change. Sometimes you won't even realize it's the same person singing, despite how different but alike the music is to what they previously released. Again, I think that happens with a good chunk of artists, and I do think it's a pretty defining moment in that artist's career or that band's career. But that is the last song on my top 10 for Queen. Thank you guys so much for watching another brand new video on my channel. If you love Queen, thumbs it up, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a future upload. I am always talking about music on this channel. As we are going into the fall months, I'm going to be doing some more vlogs because I know you guys like all the Balloon Fiesta related content, the stuff where we go to Corrales and get green chili and stuff, and all the fall related moments that happen in the vlogs. Those are all coming back. I'm probably going to be doing some shopping vlogs and stuff like that as well, so make sure you stay tuned. Again, if y'all have any requests for this channel, leave me a comment, tell me, I'll get to them. Let me know if it's an artist you want me to talk about, an album that you want me to talk about. I'll make sure to let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on that stuff. And again, if there's some artist that I don't know, tell me. I'll dive deep into it and I'll let you guys know my thoughts on that artist. But I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be soon. Love you, bye!